Hi, welcome to Sexy is Timeless Talk. I love Christmas, and tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I am Luisa Diaz, author of Sexy is Timeless and founder of Luisa Diaz Foundation, which is a celebration of kindness, coming to you from Manhattan, New York. Our special guest today is Simone Gordon, better known as the Black Fairy Godmother. Amazing lady. I cannot wait to talk to her. Welcome, darling. But now let me introduce to you my fabulous friends and co-host.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm Samantha Bessudo-Drucker, your lifestyle genie and host of Love and Design Project, wishing you lots of love and health for the holidays, coming to you from sunny Hollywood Beach, Florida.
Hey everyone, it's Delaina Dixon, editor-in-chief of divagalsdaily.com. I also want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Kwanzaa, and I'm coming to you live from Grovetown, Georgia.
Hi, Simone.
How are you guys? Hi, my name is Simone Gordon, better known as the Black Fairy Godmother and the CEO and founder of the Black Fairy Godmother Foundation. Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, and I'm coming all the way from the Garden State, New Jersey.
Yes. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz
Merry
Navidad.
Christmas. Merry Christmas. Ladies, tomorrow is Christmas Eve. You know, for us, I grew up in Venezuela, as you ladies know, and we celebrate Christmas Eve more than Christmas Day. So in Christmas Eve, we really is the whole Christmas. I remember when I was a little girl, I had to go to sleep early because baby Jesus was coming with my gift. So and you go to sleep and baby Jesus will put the gift under your pillow. And one day, maybe I was like maybe like around 9 years old. I still very, say 9, 10. It took me a long time for me to find out that it was not baby Jesus, it was not Santa Claus, it was my grandmother. It was my grandmother putting the gift under my pillow, and I saw her one day, and I was like, "Oh, it is not baby Jesus." So, what about your family tradition? How did you grow up, Simone? You wanted to share with us?
Well, with Christmas, my family traditions, we all come together and put up the Christmas tree, and we all have cookies, we all pop popcorn. We always do that. And in the morning of Christmas, usually people do it on midnight, but the morning of Christmas Day at 6 a.m., we all come downstairs in our PJs and we all exchange gifts and we have a nice big breakfast. So that's what my family do for the longest, and that's just a tradition that we go by.
That's wonderful. What about you, Samantha? Samantha?
So for me, as a child, Christmas, well, my mother believed in having a Christmas tree because for her, Christmas is a children's holiday. And I'm Jewish, so we never believed in Santa Claus really, but I love Christmas trees and I love to decorate Christmas trees. In fact, other people sometimes ask me to decorate their Christmas trees. I just love decorating Christmas trees. So yeah, my happiest childhood memory was decorating the Christmas tree and coming down in my striped pajamas the morning of to open up presents.
I love it. What about you, Delaina?
Well, in my family in the past, we had this tradition that you would open presents in age order. That's because we didn't have a lot of young children at that time. I mean, once we got grown. But now I have these adorable nephews, and they get a bazillion presents, and they can't wait. So we open a gift at the same time. And in my family, one of the things we always did was open doors to other people, like our Jewish friends, since they didn't celebrate Christmas. We're like, come to our house. We're going to be making some food. Come on over. So I love those opportunities when I got to celebrate with family and with friends.
I love it. I love it. I love Christmas. It just made my heart warm, and I remember my family, most my grandmother. And as you can see, ladies, my Christmas tree. And I love drinking hot cocoa on Christmas. And I bought say, my husband, he just made me this hot cocoa for the show. Thank you, baby. Love you. Mm, it's so good. Talking about food, ladies. Before we go and talk about, I need to talk about food because as I finish the show, I'm going to start cooking for my Christmas Eve party, which I have two couples coming today, tomorrow. So I'm going to make the traditional dish of my country that is called ayacas. It's like a tamales, and you put chicken on it, you put olive, you put rum, raisins, and then you do it like a cook it in banana leaf. Oh
Ay,
my
qué
God.
rico.
It's so delicious. And we have this, I'm going to be cooking chicken as well. It's my grandmother recipe.
Wow.
It's just so delicious, and I'm so excited about Christmas. I cook once a year. Do you cook, Simone? Do you cook for Christmas?
Yes, yes. It's a tradition with my mom and dad and, other people in the family, like my brother. And I have two little cousins. They make desserts. So we all come together on Christmas and also other holidays. And we make different desserts. We'll make like a roast, sometimes like a pasta salad. And my mom has a traditional sweet potato pie. That's a recipe
Mm.
that's been passed down in the family. And so now that I have a little cousin who's 16, because I never really had a sister, I was the only girl out of two boys. We do things together.
Oh,
Oh, love it, love it.
Nice.
Very quick, ladies. What about you, Samantha?
What am I going to do this year? I'm
Yeah.
taking a bottle of champagne and we're going down to the beach and I'm just going to sleep late and basically do nothing.
Love
Yay!
it, love it,
And
love
I'm going
it.
to drink this Sam's Mistletoe Magic. Scotch, rocks, soda, sprig of fresh thyme, a few cranberries, and a stick of cinnamon. You might get kissed.
ooh.
Can I get a kiss tonight?
Samantha, you got
Tomorrow.
one of those. So first of all, I'm drinking almond eggnog. So just something different I discovered over the last couple weeks. But this year, I'm going to try a very unusual dish. And it's not unusual to other people, but I've never made it. So I'm going to try to make a Waldorf salad. I know there are apples, and I think there's mayonnaise. So I'm going to try that. Just try something new, something different for the season.
Wonderful. Oh, I love it. Christmas is the time to get together. But Simone, I wanted to talk. Let's talk about you. You are a mother, a motivational speaker, a special needs advocate, and domestic violence resource specialist. Why the name of the Black Fairy Godmother, and what it really means to you?
I got the name the Black Fairy Godmother when I started giving back to other women like us who needed emergency resources, and they were on social media and they didn't know quite how to get it. And they knew that I was the one to always get the emergency resources and doing different fundraisers to help them get the things that they need. That name sticks. So many people were like, you're like a fairy in the middle of the night. Somebody could be crying and they pray at night, and then all of a sudden, poof, you come. You come
Oh,
through and you save the day. So there were many people on Facebook kept calling me, this Black woman who's like a fairy, and one woman in Maryland where I saved her home. She was being evicted and she had until 12 o'clock, and it was 9 o'clock, and people kept tagging me to help her. So I helped raise $1,000 on my Facebook page, and we were able to save her and her children from being evicted. And she went on Facebook and said, I just want to shout out this girl from New Jersey named Simone Gordon. She is the Black Fairy Godmother. I took that name and ran with it. And with that name, it became something positive, and I've been showing so much love to so many families and helping them become stabilized.
that is amazing. And now you have your nonprofit called the Black Fairy Godmother, right?
Black Fairy Godmother Foundation, yes.
Wow.
That, and Simone, where does this passion come from?
My grandmother had a home, and she used to always let people of need in. whether you were a single mother who was homeless, whether you were homeless and trying to get on your feet, whether you had children and you didn't have a babysitter, she always let everybody in her home. And I had my son who became severely autistic at the age of 3, and I kept going to different places trying to get help, and everybody, all these big nonprofits kept shutting the doors on me. So my son is also not only as my grandmother, but the inspiration of me giving back and making sure that families you know, they are getting what they need, because a lot of people don't look at grassroots as, as a way of giving money. They see the big names of nonprofit and they give money. So what I do is I did a little twist and did my foundation and created it on social media so I could show people receipts on, hey, I'm changing lives. This is where your hard-earned money is going to. And it's creating so many relationships between the families who come to me and also the people who donate.
Wow.
Oh.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I know that we were talking yesterday, and you want to share about it?
Yes, I do. Yesterday we had a grandmother who was in Louisiana. Um, no one wanted to adopt her family. She is 71 years old. She lost her daughter who was swept away in Hurricane Katrina, and she has to raise her 5 children. Their ages are 13 to 17, and next year one is going to college. So she said to me, Simone, I don't care if it's an acorn under the tree. Can someone just donate something to my grandchildren? And Louisa, your foundation actually donated $500 to this family and made their Christmas, and everything will arrive, including that portable Christmas tree,
Um,
2 days before Christmas. So I just want to thank your foundation for just helping this grandmother, because she was going to work part-time at Amazon at her age just to make sure the kids have Christmas.
oh, when you tell me this story, and my foundation was looking for a family to adopt for this Christmas, and then when you tell me this story and you said there was a grandmother are very dear to my heart, and I was like, oh, okay. So we talked with the board and we decide to. So I hope that they can have a good Christmas. At least.
And she thinks it's not real, but I will make sure that she does a video, so and the fact that I will give it to your foundation so that you can see, like, you know people may look at others who are living in poverty, but you opened your heart, Louisa, and I just want to thank you. I want to hug you. I want to kiss you.
Oh,
Just thank you for doing this, because these kids, they're great kids, and they were not expecting Christmas because they knew that their grandmother didn't have much.
thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's what we are here to do. And that's what the Luisa Diaz Foundation is. Luisa Diaz Foundation is a celebration of kindness. So I celebrate, Simone, the great things that you are doing, the difference that you are making in so many people's lives. And when we have our gala, hopefully next year, I would love to give you the awards called Kindness to School, where I celebrate the amazing people like you, because I do believe in kindness. And I do believe when you celebrate something, there is a positive energy, and that positive energy is contagious. And then it becomes like a snowball of kindness. So, and thank you. Thank you so much for what you're doing. Another thing I want you to share with us, how have you find out because of during the pandemic? What has been the silver lining of the pandemic in your opinion?
The silver lining in like during the pandemic to me is everybody right now is coming together. Usually people would turn their heads not to ask people for help. It's amazing how people are messaging me, DMing me, saying, hey, because I've been following you, I've been asking my neighbor, do they need groceries, or do I need to go grocery shopping, or asking one of the fellow moms, hey, let me give you a call. How's your kid doing in virtual school? Is there anything I can do? I had one woman who is beautiful like you ladies are. She had a whole bunch of clothing, and she said, I just took all the clothing that I had and I don't use with tags and took it to a domestic violence shelter. So, like you said, positivity is contagious, and the silver
Completely.
lining is this pandemic has shown that we are all we have, and we have to get back to one another. It doesn't always have to be money. It could be something as simple as a hug or something that's in your house.
Yes, yes, yeah. I always said, and instead of putting people down, let's motivate them, right? So,
Yeah.
Samantha, darling, what is your opinion about it?
Well, I mean, it's been an incredible and extraordinary year. I mean, it's filled with challenges for everyone, but out of it has become many beautiful things. For example, our show, Sexy as Timeless Talks, was born out of quarantine, if you guys remember.
Yes.
And it's been a celebration of women who are doing amazing things. And that has been really, really beautiful. And it's been extraordinarily productive. It's been, despite the pandemic, a time of reconnecting with what is important, an awakening about what's important, what's not important, and connecting with friends, family, and manifesting all of the things that we never had time to do happened. And that's been amazing.
Yeah. What about you, Delaina?
I agree with Samantha. I think that it's been a horrible, horrible experience with this pandemic. But I think people took the time to do things that they were always afraid to do, because it's like, what do I have to lose? Let me try to write that book, or let me try to, put a song that I want to sing on the internet, or let me put myself out there. Yes, to even find love in the middle of a pandemic. It has happened for people. So, even though it's been so hard and sad to hear about all the loss, there has been some gain for people. And I hope that they can just continue to grow on that in 2021. And we all know that 2021 is just going to be much more of a year of kindness and of compassion.
Yes,
Absolutely.
amen, amen. And this is what I saw, and I agree with all of you ladies, with you, Simone. I do, one of the reasons I celebrate kindness is because I do believe in the goodness of humanity. And I know a lot of bad things are happening in this world, but there are so many people doing great things for the community, like you, Simone, but nobody talks about it because people love to talk about the negative things than the positive thing. That's why I talk about the positive things because, you know, when you talk about negative things, it runs so fast, right? So let's talk about positive things so it can run fast too. It can be a positive energy. It can be a snowball of kindness. So I do believe in that, and I do believe that the silver lining of the pandemic is bringing us together and show humanity, hey, there is kindness inside each of us, even though we have been a little bit numb about it, but there is kindness. So let's take care of each other. So and that I'm so happy to see it and so happy to celebrate it. So ladies, I know the spirit of the holidays about sharing, giving back, kindness, and love. But let's talk about it. Did you grow up in this happy environment of Christmas, a happy Christmas, or you change it like Mariah Carey that grew up in a dysfunctional family and choose to, you know, give her family the Christmas that she never had? Simone?
Um, I would say that if someone was growing up in a dysfunctional family and they didn't grow up somewhere that was very happy, I mean, it's the right thing to do, but to give somebody a gift of a wonderful Christmas. That's the reason why I created something that's called the Wish List Angels. There's different people around the world who are angels to people who have wishes. There were people who were just wishing for just a massage, or one girl who was being bullied just wanted a makeover. You just never know what people are going through. So situations that you just described, I personally would give that person a Christmas of their choice. That's just my opinion.
It's wonderful.
What about you, Delena?
Well, I've been very blessed that Christmas has always been about family. I have spent every single Christmas of my life with my family. Of course, the hard part of that is when you lose people. I lost my grandmother 3 years ago, and I just Used to love watching her open gifts, but I've been accepted into my sister's family, even though I'm not the one married in, but they have taken me as their own. And so I will be spending Christmas with them and my mom and my sister and my adorable nephews. And like I said, our door is open. You'd have to stand outside the door this year. But if you need a place to come for Christmas, you can come and sit in the yard. We will bring you a plate.
Oh, that's like my family. Yes, I remember those beautiful memories. I grew up, I must say, my Christmas was beautiful, and I recreated. I tried to recreate it with my husband. My husband is Jewish, and but he has been very open and embracing Christmas and embracing our Christmas tree. Now he's so proud of our Christmas tree. But I must tell you, ladies, I don't get him very close because last year he threw down the Christmas tree by accident. Yes, but he is very proud of the Christmas tree, and we love entertaining on Christmas Eve. So we are looking forward to tomorrow. And so, what about you, Samantha?
I think, life has ups and downs. My childhood was rather stressful. I had beautiful Christmases and Hanukkahs, and I had some that were really tough. For whatever. I mean, life is never a constant, right? It's up and down, which is what makes our life journey interesting. But for me, it's important that holidays should never be stressful. You should never feel like you have to spend what you don't have or you have to do what you can't. You should, this holiday, we need to take out the commercialism and put the love back in.
Yes.
And so
Not
for
about
me,
love.
it's about love and taking away the stress, not adding to it.
But love and some gifts too, you know what I mean? So let's talk about gifts. Yeah. Let's talk about gifts. Simone, I know, darling, that you have made through their dream come true to so many families. And so what is in your list for Santa this year?
I'm not sure what I want for Santa. I just want good help from Santa and good people like you to continue to be in my life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. What about you, Delaina?
Well, of course, I want the vaccine for everybody in the world. That's the first thing. And, I don't know, maybe not by Christmas, but Santa, if you put it on your list, maybe in 2021, if you want to bring me some, diamonds, go on a certain finger, I wouldn't be too upset by that.
Yeah, a diamond, like Beyonce, put a ring on. Samantha. What about you, Samantha?
Me, truly what I would like, including a vaccine for all, but I would truly this year like just peace on earth.
Peace on earth.
That's it. That's really what I want. Just peace. For Christmas, I'm doing nothing. I'm going to sleep late and just relax and enjoy. Take a walk on the beach.
My gift, what I want is, first of all, have a beautiful Christmas with my husband and spend it together cooking and just watching movies. And what I want from Santa is just health for me and my husband and happiness. That's all I want. And be able to enjoy what I do. That's the most important for me.
Health.
With my foundations, with the show, whatever is God's plan, I am ready to receive it. But most of all, I want happiness and a peace of mind. That's all I want. So ladies, I know that as well, we talk about my foundation and Simone talk about her foundation, but also, Delaina, I know you have a foundation as well.
Yeah, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about Chico, Awali Arts, Dance, and Culture. This was a foundation founded by my mother, and it promotes culture, African culture to young people. They have a rites of passage every year. Miss Samantha does the etiquette portion, and it just teaches them how to be upstanding citizens and have all the skills you need to succeed. They also have free African dance classes on the weekend. And you can make donations on their website, which is at chicoawali.org.
Beautiful. Love it. What about you, Samantha?
So as Delaina just mentioned, a few times a year, I do donate a dining etiquette class to different charities for etiquette outreach. And I am very involved in Mended Hearts and other heart health and heart awareness charities and foundations. And so, you know, but anybody that asks me for an outreach etiquette class, I always say yes, and I give when I can, and I do what I can, and there we go.
Thank you. Simone, darling, tell us where can people donate on your foundation?
They can go to my Instagram page at the Black Fairy Godmother Official. I just got my verification mark through Instagram, so congrats to me.
Yes.
Yes, I woke up one morning and it was there, so blessings to that. And they could also go to my Facebook page, the Black Fairy Godmother Foundation. We always post Amazon list for emergencies. We always post fundraisers. The links is right there in the bio, and you can always make your donation there.
Wonderful, wonderful. And for my foundation, luisadiazfoundation.org. For anybody who wants to join me and join my team to celebrate the great things that other organizations and individuals are doing for each other, like Simone and like domestic violence survivors, human trafficking. So please go to my website, and if you wanted to give us a donation as well as a Christmas gift, we will be very grateful. Thank you. Thank you. So, Lady, before we finish, because I know we are so over time, but you know, Christmas is about gifts and all of this. And you know, sometimes we receive some gifts that you are not very happy about it. How you ladies feel about regifting? Samantha, very quick.
So I feel ambivalent about regifting, although I realize that sometimes the gifts that you get that maybe is not so great for you would make somebody else so happy, would look so fantastic on them, or it's just what they need. And if that is the case, then by all means regift, you know. But if it's you don't want to regift to somebody in the same social circle, because then they're like, oh wait, didn't Louisa give that to you, Delaina? And so you have to be careful about how you regift.
What about you, Simone? What do you think about it?
I don't believe in regifting. I just believe that sometimes if someone give you something, it's from the heart, and you may want to cherish that because life is too short, and you may want to leave a memory of what they have sent to you. So, it's just, to me, regifting is bad karma.
You know what? I am in the middle of that, because when I give something, I come from my heart, and I do not want people to regift it. At least, and I don't regift either. At least that is like makeup or creams or something like that. That I know that it's not my brand that I use or something. I know that a friend will love it. And that is the only time that I do it. But things like I know that I got it with so much love, and somebody gave it to me. Maybe I don't regift it for a year, but maybe next year I will do it if I don't use it. What about you, Delaina?
Well, at divagalsdaily.com, we get a lot of great things to try, and I love sharing with my friends, but I'm very upfront about it. I'm like, this is a Diva Gals gift, so, the price was good for us, and we know you would love it. And I'm such a DIY girl that if I get something that I can't use in the form that I get it in, I probably am going to change it into something I can use.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. And as Samantha said, if it's a Christmas gift, doesn't make you happy, but make somebody else happy. So, and somebody else doesn't have gift right now. And there is so many ways we can donate, right, Simone? We can donate so many gifts to charity as well. So thank you, ladies.
We have some important announcements. So this is our 40th show for Sexy is Timeless. We want to talk about manifestation in a pandemic. Cheers to us, ladies. It's our 40th show.
40th show, Simone. Can you believe it, darling?
Yes. And a very happy birthday to my sister-in-law, Holly Rains. Archibald, I love you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad a toda mi familia en Venezuela. Feliz Navidad, mami, a todos mis hermanos, a mi tía Marina. Los quiero, los extraño. Cuídense mucho. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone. Please be kind to yourself. Another. Besitos.
Feliz Navidad. Love you guys.